Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. My name is Sam Carrico, and we are not talking about a 2016 movie. We're not talking about a movie from this decade. We're not even talking about a movie from this century. We are talking about the classic Citizen Kane. It is written, directed, and starred in by Orson Welles. It was released in 1941, and it is a look at Charles Foster Kane, his life after he himself dies. His last word is Rosebud. And then it's a look at his life through the eyes of a bunch of journalists and the people they interview as they try to figure out what Rosebud means. And I saw it for the first time. I got to give a special shout out to the Circle Cinema. If you haven't checked out our video where we went and interviewed fans of the Circle whenever they at the Psychopaths premiere, that was a fun experience. So you should check that out. And check out the Circle Cinema too. But they had this special 75th anniversary screening for Citizen Kane. I got a chance to attend it. There was a panel discussion afterward with a Total World critic and another critic, two other critics actually, and they really got to kind of break it down for me. It was the first time I had seen it. I knew what Rosebud meant going into the film, so I will get into that a little bit. Also what I think it means and the significance behind it, but as a film and as a classic, did it live up to what I expected? Yeah. This movie is awesome, man. Oh my gosh, I really loved this film. And you could tell how this is really revolutionary at the time. The non-linear storytelling, the way he broke up this guy's life. You expected just a lot of these, not biopics, but movies where it's just about a guy or a person. It takes you from cradle to grave, usually. And in the form of just straight linear type storytelling. In this film, no, it starts with the guy's death, and you get to kind of jump around in between him being an old man, him being a young man. You get to see his ambitions as a young person. How he is taken from poverty, put into wealth at a very young age. He doesn't really earn it, but he has some things he wants to do with it, and political aspirations that are good. That are well-founded, and he takes that and tries to run with it, and eventually becomes kind of corrupted towards the end, and ends up sad and alone. And his last words is Rosebud, which, spoiler alert, one more time, it means it's the sled. It's the sled that he played on as a kid, and whenever he's still with his parents, and it really just goes down to, oh my gosh, what would life have been? And I think a lot of us are like this to an extent, whether you're rich or poor. It's like, what would my life have been like, if I could just go back to that, innocent moment as a kid, and just do it all over again. If what life would be like if I had just done something and then in Charles Foster Kane's, this is a very dramatic version of that, but of course, in his case, if he wasn't rich, if he even says that early on in the film, maybe if I wasn't a rich man, I could have been a great man or something to that degree. It's an excellent movie. It's really hard for me to say things that I'm just mimicking a lot of other people's thoughts on the film at this point, because it's all been said, because this film, I'm very late to the game, 75 years old, oh my gosh. Is it too dated? There's this stigma, I have it myself, about going and seeing films that aren't in color, because it's just like they're so old that, is it relatable? Yeah, oh my gosh, when they're talking in this film, it is relatable, the situations, the themes of it. This is even more so than The Great Gatsby, I think. This is the American dream in a film personified. So I really loved a lot of that aspects. Again, the nonlinear storytelling. I love the way he was able to shoot from different angles and have multiple things in focus. And the cinematography was great, even despite being in black and white. This Citizen Kane is a great movie. Breaking news. I loved it. It won me over as a 20-year-old who born in 1995. Yeah, that's how math works. As a person who was born in 1995 and it still holds up in 2016, you can go out and enjoy Citizen Kane if you haven't seen it yet, and I strongly urge you to do it, because, oh my gosh, this is a fantastic film, and this is the year to see it, too, before, you don't want to wait 25 years for the 100th anniversary to see Citizen Kane, do you? What is it going to take? Go see this amazing film. And this movie's better than a lot of the things in the theaters right now. We're counting Citizen Kane as one of the films I saw this summer in theaters, it's probably my best of the summer. But I'm not going to count it in my actual video, which is coming in about a week or so. Speaking of which, I guess, I'll give it my Citizen Kane, my worth watching, worth waiting. Well, okay, yeah. Usually I have a different system for rating a movie like this in the theaters, but this is a different thing. So yeah, this was worth the wait for me to see. This is everyone tells me you got to go see it. Was it worth? Did it live up to it? Yes. Fantastic, like 9.5 out of 10. Amazing film. Maybe a 10 out of, yeah, shit. Get 10 out of 10. Citizen Kane's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 film. I just bumped the thing. Sorry. 10 out of 10 for Citizen Kane. Fantastic movie. Go see it. By God, go see it. Go buy it. Go rent it. Oh my gosh, go see it. Very great movie. Great experience. On the big screen, too. Thank you, Circle Cinema. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you about some of the other stuff that we're doing. I am also about to review... I also saw Spaceballs, so that's coming up later on this week. A review of Spaceballs. Yeah, I know. What else? I also got something else. Oh yeah, an editorial about where's the fair use and why I will no longer be using movie trailers in my YouTube reviews. So I talk about that a little bit. So that and more is all coming up. Subscribe to the Film Fan Club on YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing. And then make sure you don't do that. No, make sure you don't miss a thing. Subscribe here. Follow me on the various social media sites at Samuel D. Carrico. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.